Okay guys, in this video I'm going to be showing you how to unpack this malware that we found that it is packed. Right, remember we use PID. Let's go ahead and just try it again, and we can go ahead and load it one more time so you can see that it's still packed by UPX. So I'm going to be showing you how to unpack it. And let's go ahead, and we are going to be using Commander for this, or we are going to be using UPX, but we are going to be using the Commander CLI. So in here we want to go into our desktop, and then we want to go into the packed folder. If we do an ls, we can see that we have this bad file. So what we're going to be doing is we are going to be unpacking it, and then but we are going to be saving it as another file name. So let's go ahead and use UPX. And if you want to know the syntax of UPX, you can just press enter, and you can see the commands and the options that you can do. So decompress, this is the one that we're going to be using, and also the out file. So let's go ahead and do UPX.exe. We are going to be decompress, and we want to decompress the bad file.exe, and we want to do the out file option. So the file right to, okay, so we can do O, and then it's going to be bad file unpack.exe, and there we go. So we wrote it over here. So now let's go ahead and analyze that one. We have two files, and you can see the size too, because remember the packed file is basically, you know, it's for them to, or for a real developer is to save the, you know, the size of their program. But for malware, the user is to obfuscate and to make it harder for malware analysis to perform their static analysis basically. And you can see now after it is unpacked, you can see the size is a lot bigger now, right? So let's go ahead and open PEID, and we are going to open that bad file that is unpacked. And you can see over here it is not packed, but if we take a look at the other one, we are going to see that it's actually packed with UPX, right? So now let's also take a look at it, the difference in PE Studios. We are going to first taking a look at the bad one, the one that is packed, right? And then we are going to open PE Studios again, and we are going to be looking at the unpacked one so we can see the difference between them. And the difference between them is that we are going to see more strings, and we are going to be able to see more information. So let me go ahead and make this one this big. There we go. So let's go ahead and wait for it to be done, because you can see over here we need to wait for all these sections to be scanned. So let's go ahead and wait for it for a couple minutes. Okay, so let's take a look at it now that it's done scanning. If we take a look at from this menu over here, we have on the left side we have the bad one that is packed, and then on this one we have the one that is unpacked. The first thing that catches my eyes is the file size over here. You can see it's a lot smaller, and over here that is unpacked is a lot bigger. Also the signature, it just says Microsoft Visual C++, and here over here it says UPX, and that's because it is packed, right? 32-bit, everything looks the same. The header, let's see, we take a look at the header over here, the DOS header. Everything looks the same over here. The stub, let's take a look at the stub, see what the stub says over here. You can see the file ratio. You can see it's a little bit higher over here, which is common when it is packed. All right, let's see what else we can look at over here. We can look at the libraries. So let's see the libraries for the one that is packed and the one that it is unpacked. We have the same libraries. Now let's go ahead and take a look at the imports. Look at that, we have a lot more imports, And in here, we are not going to get that many because it is packed with the virtual protect right over here, load library, and get proc address. And over here, everything is already, it's not packed. So we are going to get a whole lot of, libraries in here. And let's go ahead and take a look at the strings over here. All right, so for the packed version over here, we can see that we have the UPX section, and also there's a lot less strings over here because it is packed, right? And when it's packed, it doesn't load everything until it is executed. After it is executed is when it's going to, unpack itself and basically show itself. But here it is, UPX 0 and UPX 1. For the packed one, for the unpacked one, we are not going to get into that. We are just going to go and get, straight to the business over here. Delete timer, queue timer. So yeah, there's a lot more strings and a lot more readable strings in here than there is for the packed one, right? You can see everything in UPX1, the location of it, right, where it is located, basically saying that it's packed. And you can see there's a lot of strings over here that are not readable. But if we see it over here for the unpacked one, a lot more that is readable, and we can determine better. We will have a better chance of determining what this actually does by doing this static analysis when it is unpacked. So yeah, that's it for this video, guys. Thank you for watching like always.